everyone, this is BWK16 here, back from a video. We'll be playing some Knightland RPG. Or not we're playing, but I'll be showing you guys the recent update that I did to Knightllordian. I know, for those who don't know, I have a game called Knightllordian, and I just thought I would just make this video about this update. Because this update is actually a pretty big update, in terms of, content-wise. It has a lot of revamps, a lot of changes, and all that stuff. And also the fact that, Universe 4 is in the game now, which is amazing. Crazy that we're on Universe 4, damn. Yeah, Word Town was pretty short. It actually took, I think it took like around, like, I don't know, 3 months to make, which is pretty insane. But yeah, we might be in Universe 4 for a while, so, my Universe 4's finale might be a while since Universe 4 is said to be quite long. But, nonetheless, let's hop right on it. Before we begin, like me post more comments, be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on bell, essential. Best in video, so my post more comments, be sure. And let's hop right on it. So, first things first, I guess I'll show you guys what we got. So, let's start with the game update. So, we'll start with the ones that are in Knightland, then we'll move our way up to, Bistopia, so, which is Universe 4. So, Universe 1 has new color, new things, as you can tell. It has this new Knightland statue, which was originally the Strangelings statue, but I changed it up a bit because I kind of didn't really think it really fit with the theme of Knightland, or Knightland, so I just thought I'd add it there. That's pretty cool too. So yeah, that's one of the one of the small things about this update. I also updated a couple of the swords too, mainly the Star Swords. For example, we got the Bronze Sword, Elite Iron Sword, Steel Sword, Golden Sword. There's also the Ancient Sword, and also the swords, and all the swords too. For example, the Gold Sword, Iron Sword, and all that stuff. Basically, all the Star Swords. I also did the but also Shop Swords have an update as well. We also got the Sword of the Bitter Cold and Wintry Ice Blade, which was also changed. The mesh was also changed a bit. The Bane Swords as well. All the Bane Swords, for example, all the Bane Swords that include the Bane Sword of Sakara, Dark Bane Sword of Grass, the Bane Sword of Grass, and the Elker Bane Sword of Grass. So yeah, these are all the changes, the revamps intended in this update, which is pretty cool. Not all the Banes, only though the Grass Bane Swords, which had like the original Earth mythic Earth Sword mesh. So yeah. Anyways, and now that's pretty much all there is to the revamps. There's also guys, if you don't see it, I actually have if you look closely, I also have 2 new icons. These are originally hand drawn. These were originally drawn by me on Photoshop, and it did not go too well. So people told me to go to icons.com or whatever and put icon and get the icons from there, and it kind of helped out a bit, which is pretty cool. So yeah. All right, moving on. Now let's move to Portal Castle, since this next part of the update. The Portal Castle was also updated a bit. Wondering how it's updated. Well, sure, it might be just the hills and rocks, but wait until you go here and you'll see there's a new castle. It's like a castle in a castle. Weird how that happens all of a sudden. But yeah, basically this is the new portal room. It's a bit revamped. It's basically a castle, and it basically has all the worlds in them. You got Knightland, Goblin Forest, Knightland Castle, some of the wintry fields. There's also the second floor, Firestone War Zone, Knightland Hills, Valley of the Sacred Elder Blade, Neverfrost Tundra, Knightland Castle, Castle Top, Wasteland Corruption, Knightland Graveyard, and all that stuff. There's also a third floor, and then that's pretty much it for the portal room. So yeah, I know. Sorry about that. I'm a bit cautious. All right. So we also got the Crystal Hideout, the Knightland Highlands, the Knightland Lost Plains, Solar Desert, Solar Temple, Knightland Dungeon, Scrapyard Canyon, and Knightland Dunes. We also got the Knightland Path of the Forgone, and then last but not least, the Knightland Fortress. And you're wondering who made all this? Well, let me just say this right away. The revamps right here were made by Like these revamps were made by Sunny Emoji, aka Darren Wolf, aka or whatever you want to call him. Basically, the person made Aota, Knightlordian. So special thanks to him for making these swords. That it really means a lot. And this portal room was made by Ruthless Angry Dog, who actually was a pretty damn good art and design. It actually looks really good, to be honest. I really love it. And actually, it didn't really fit my feels at first, but I decided to change the theme up, the color palette up a bit. So and it looks pretty cool. So there you have it. All right, now then. Now that you got that, we're now moving on to our next stop on our update train. Let me just make sure quick. All right. Let me look. So, I already showed the replace spawn portal icons, the revamp 14 swords in the game, the 5 new areas. Okay. I did the portal room, 5 new areas and 5 new armors and 10 new swords. And that's all this is in the new universe of Speedstonpia, which we're going to right now. So, you will notice that all of their new portals here. Trojanville was new. Trojanville Wartown have been added, but there's also a couple new portals here. Those are all the portals in the future. Those are all the universes that we're going to be in. That we're going to have in the future. But for now, we're here. Speedstopia, Universe 4, requires 6.5 quintillion to get into there. So let's go ahead and open it. So it's going to take a while, like usual and stuff like that. So, and we are here. All right. So this is Speedstopia. That's right. So Speedstopia is different than many of the other areas before. This is. Most of the areas are based off of like a medieval type of era. However, I decided to mix it in with some. I decided to mix this with some cyberpunk and all that stuff, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So yeah. So as you can tell, I'm gonna go ahead and do this today. So let's go. Sorry about that. A couple something happened. So yeah. All right. So this is what we got so far. We got the So basically, this is the start area. I'm actually gonna speed myself to 500 just so I can show you what we got. So we got a couple rules. So basically, this is the cyberpunk area, like I said earlier. We got rusted cyborgs, Force Steel 2. That's actually like the core. Lore can be described later. We got elite rusted cyborgs, and then we got elite rusted android right here. You guys can't full look at Universe 4 for yourself, but I'm just going to take a look at give you guys the basics. So, that's that. I'm going to undo myself to 100 just so that I can do what we got. So, as you can tell, so this is basically, what we got here. So, basically, this is the portal room. The portal room is a bit different than most of the other portal rooms, as this is a walkway, and yeah, it's a bit glitchy right now because you're able to go through stuff. That'll be fixed in a later update for now. So I guess I'll show you guys the new worlds we got so far. So yeah. Alright, so first things first, let's go to Speedston City. So Speedston City requires 12.72 quintillion 12.72 quintillion levels. So basically it's basically like a how should I say it? It's more of like a your kind of your like abandoned city type vibe with zombies and all that stuff, apocalyptic vibe to it. So yeah. So you got these rusted sand zombies, and you got the boss, the rusted sand brute. There's also a boss here that spawns right here. It's the rusted sand cyborg. He drops a sword that does about let me find it real quick. Yeah. Okay, so so the cybernetic zombie slayer is what he drops basically. So here it is right here. So yeah, if he drops the cybernetic, he drops a, maybe not cyber. Okay, right here. This is what he drops. So it's another one of those swords made by Darren, as you all know. So pretty cool. Deals about 1.3 to 1.96 killing damage. Pretty cool sword, reduces itself. The bat. Oh no, we also got a bat here too. The player scrap badge is dropped by the android, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. So It deals about 77.79 quintillion damage. Pretty basic sword, so it's not really a big. It's not really a big dip. It's not really the most powerful sword, but it's not even a sword, which is weird. Yeah. So and there's also in the mega boss that spawns in that area is the side is basically like a core protector, and he drops this sword, which is the Scrap Ruster Blade. It deals about 673.2 quintillion damage to 701.1 quintillion damage. Pretty cool sword. Of course, it's pretty much a retexture of the Scrap Buster Blade. Says so in the name, Scrap Buster Blade. Scrap Buster Blade. Yeah. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Moving on to the next area. Sandman's Hell. Sandman's Hell is a bit. It's pretty much like a small version of the other area. So basically you got these rusted sand monsters and all that stuff. Not really very important. I'm gonna go ahead straight to the boss. The boss is a mega boss, and he has about 1.56 trillion HP. And he drops this sword, this Sandman Hell Crusher. It does about 562 quintillion damage to 603 quintillion damage. Pretty cool sword. Or blade or hammer or whatever. So, and there's also a boss there's also a mega boss that spawns here. He drops I believe he drops the demonic sand blade. Let me search up real quick. Demonic sand blade right here. So, demonic sand blade is what he drops. Pretty much. So, yeah. And it deals about 2.6 to 2.56 damage. So, pretty cool sword. Not really a big difference. So, but it's a good mega boss sword for you to start off with. All right, moving on to that. We now got the Sandman Speedston Deadlands. Speedston Deadlands requires 29.22 not quintillion damage or quintillion levels. Also, the other area required 22 quintillion damage or quintillion levels, if I'm correct. So yeah. Anyways, we got instead of rusted sand zombies, we got rusted sand skeletons. Oh no, yeah, I'm kind of creative. You would expect. All right. So you got rusted sand zombie skeletons. They have about 500 quintillion HP. Pretty good start. You also got the elite rusted skeletons, about 582 quintillion HP. So that's good as well. And we also got, and finally, last but not least, we got the boss here, which has about 1.36 trillion HP. And he drops this sword. What sword was it? I can't remember. Okay, it's the rusted bone slicer. It has about 333 quintillion damage to 392 quintillion damage. So, pretty cool sword if I do say so myself. Not very good in design, but still a good sword to have nonetheless if you're a sword collector. Would you expect? That's what most RPG goers would do, sword collect swords. Or maybe they just want to finish the game, I'm not sure. And then there's a boss that spawns here. This guy is the mystic boss of the game, and he has, I believe if I'm correct, 99.6 trillion HP. And he drops this sword, which is the Cypunk Scythe. Cypunk Scythe, there we go. Right here. So this is why he drops the Cypunk Scythe. It's pretty much one of those scythes, and like any other scythe, it has fast cooldown, and it deals about 23 6 to 25 6 damage. Basically, being able to kill nearly every boss in the game as of right now, which is pretty crazy. And can also at this point, can pretty much kill the Wartown finale, which is also added to the game too. So, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, moving on to the next area is the final area of this update is the Speedston Ruins. Speedston Ruins is actually quite good. It's a bit shorter, but it has less. It has a bit less. It has more like, but more so kind of like has like it's kind of like Best City, but at the same time like adds like the Deadlands too with like ruins and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, what we got here is like we got these rusted cyborg soldiers with missing feet. I'm not sure why, but some people told me that they remind them of jingle legs, which I can totally see why. Not intended to be that way, but oh well. Okay. We got these rusted cyborg soldiers. They have about 769.7 quintillion HP. Pretty good for sure. And they drop this sword, which is the cyborg soldier saber. Basically, it deals about 492.9 damage to 523.2 damage. Pretty good sword, nonetheless, like I still say all the time. And yeah, then there's actually they don't drop the sword. It's the boss that drops the sword, but they wield the sword basically. So that's what I'm trying to say. So the rest of Sand or Cyborg Giant is the boss of this area. 1.93269 HP. Still good sword nonetheless. And of course it drops this sword, and then there's actually one more boss. What's it called? I think it's called the Rusted Cybernetic Exterminator. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Try saying that 5 times fast. All right. And he spawns somewhere around here. I think last time I remember correctly, I think he spawns in this area or this one building. Just because I kind of want to make it into like a weird, scary vibe of stalking or whatever. So that's what I thought, and it looks pretty cool. So, and he has, I believe I'm correct, about 10 to 26 ton HP. Can't remember. It's pretty powerful. So I mean, it is worth looking at it. So. And there's also, and he drops this sword, which is the Cybernetic Extra Saber, which has about 5.96 HP to 6.26 HP, or damage. It deals 5.26 damage to 6.26 damage. Okay, yeah, you guys get the point now. You guys can look at it for yourself, honestly. Okay, so yeah, yeah, this is pretty much all there is to the update. It really isn't that big of a. It ain't really like. It's probably one of the bigger updates I've done recently, but it's still worth looking at. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention a couple things too. The Warrior Town finale dude's right here, so I mean, not sure why, but I decided to add him because, you know, lore reasons, because, you know, this is how I am, that's how I roll. And I also got, and yeah, that's really all there is to it, pretty much. There's really all there is to it. I think there really is all there is to it. Let me actually look just to make sure. Oh yeah, special mobs, like when you kill a boss, like the mystics or legendary mega boss spawn mega bosses. When you kill them, they'll actually be you in a public logger, which basically is like a channel on the Knightland Discord server, where basically when you kill them, it'll say so and so killed Charmian Knight of Glory or whatever. So yeah, it really is. That's really all there is to it. So yeah, there really is, that's pretty much all there is to it. So yeah, I'm probably going to end the video here for now. The update, do you guys want to take a look at the update for yourself? Please take a look at down the description below. You'll be transferred down, I think the first link down below. I don't know. I can't really tell the future, but, I probably might do it. I probably might put the first link down below to the game if you want to take a look at it for yourself. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like me, push more kind of likes, and maybe you should subscribe. Like Anton Bell, Sancho. You also will not miss you. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This BWKing16 out.